Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Get David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. This is Kevin Harlan. Last game for the Nets, they lost a real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that one.
Yeah, they came in with a purpose, gave everything they had. It just wasn't quite enough.
So the Nets starting 5. We've got Mario Hezonja. Johnson is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the 1. Now here's Ilyasova. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Takes the 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you've set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Ilyasova against Irving. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now Montreal moving it up. Fires from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
From the low block, another one falls for Brooklyn.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
And another 3 for Montreal.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Pass to Johnson. Pass to Griffin. And stolen by Jang. Brooks with no one around. And another 3 for Montreal.
Confident and relatively efficient from 3. Brooks gives you another person who can space the floor.
Irving for 3. The shot, no good. And it's Montreal the other way. Here's Dinwiddie. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown.
Timeout.
Can't do that against good scores.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
And it's a completely new group for Montreal.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Montreal shooting their first free throws here tonight. And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He doesn't get the second one.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
And here's Montreal. This run now up to 13-2. Here's Roby. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets, trailing by 5.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Harden. Wasted no time on that one.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Irving against Rondo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The aggressive drive by Irving. Defender can't keep up without fouling.
He hits both from the stripe.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
From deep. The rebound by the Nets. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Harden scanning the floor. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Fast break execution. Danny Green knows where he's supposed to be and seals the deal.
Harden way outside.
It went in.
Oh, what a shot!
It went in.
Goodness.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Montreal ahead. They lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Jamari Carroll is out there with Brown. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Nets trail by 6. Now Irving for the 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the 3 off target. So it's Brooklyn now. Here's Irving. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like this from Kyrie. Looking for a high percentage shot. Settling for nothing less.
There's Jackson with the 3. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Jackson's got the lead up to 7 now for Montreal. It's stolen by Rondo. Now Montreal moving it up. Rondo's running. And the basket by Jackson. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And first time out of the game called for Montreal. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Here's Dinwiddie. He gets that one. Dinwiddie's got 9 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Here's Dinwiddie, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Montreal shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball. Irving surveying the floor. Here's Griffin. Brown trying to free himself up. Misses from short range. Montreal leading by 10. Here's Dinwiddie. Drills the three-pointer. 14 points for him.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Dinwiddie's gone 2 for 3 from deep.
Come get it. Come get it.
Irving against Dinwiddie. Irving dishes to Griffin. 41 seconds left in the first half of the game.
I saw that one in Griffin's eyes. He was ready to throw that one down.
Ilyasova finds Brooks. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brown drives in.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response. Shooting much better this quarter than last. You can see his confidence growing.
Here's Poole, and he goes in for the dunk.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Now the pass to Griffin. Just 3 on the clock. No good, shot missing. And so it's Montreal.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, for Montreal, Kenny, how'd you see it?
It's been unreal offensive performance, Ernie.
And that should...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Montreal leading by 16. They've got Gorgie Dang. Brooks is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Brooklyn now, we've got Harden. Griffin is out there with Johnson. Then it's Hezonja. And it's Irving at the 1 spot.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Irving passes to Griffin. No good from outside.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. It's an 18-point game.
You see Griffin keeping his eyes up, looking for a hole in that defense.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Ilyasova gets the bucket.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Timeout called, the Nets. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Plays like that are where you see the tenaciousness of DeMar Carroll. He can get after those 50-50 balls.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Here's Jackson. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Irving dishes to Harden. Back to Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
I mean, Kyrie, too pure of a shooter to let him catch and shoot with that much space.
Here's Brooks, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first trip to the line tonight, and Brooklyn making a change here, and he makes both free throws.
What makes Dillon Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
Brown feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Just 5 to shoot. Harden way outside. No good on that one. And it's Montreal the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And it's denied. And he gets it back. Nets trail by 17. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Montreal. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rondo drives in, and the layup is good.
And Rondo, with that attacking mindset, just finished at the hoop through contact.
Rondo's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Jackson against Harden. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Efficient performance from him. Not the case for everyone else on his team.
Outside for Jackson. Off target with his 3. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break over Jackson. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Montreal. It's his first trip to the line. And Brown drops them both. 8 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. From deep, Ilyasova. They grab their own miss. And so it's Montreal. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Green, and it's Ilyasova in at the center position. Brown kicks to Harden. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Nets trail by 13. Tries again. Back to Hezonja. Lets the 3 fly. Dinwiddie with the rebound. And here's Montreal. Here's Roby. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And the Nets making a change here. Carroll's checked in. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And it's Brown missing. Montreal leading by 13. And here's Green outside, and he's good on the 3 ball.
More shooter than penetrator. Danny Green pulls up and knocks it down.
Harden outside, pass to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Green, no luck. Nets trail by 14. Lets it go. Hezonja's shot is off. Dinwiddie drives in. Count it.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Griffin's shot is off.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Here's Green. The rebound by Harden. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Lasagna, good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Roby. Cans it from downtown. And Montreal leads by 17.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And it's been said that history is written by the victors. Certainly holds true in sports, don't you think, Greg? And with that in mind, do you think titles are overvalued when evaluating the great players, individual players in history?
You know, Kevin, I think so. Having said that, I think championships do matter, obviously, and in the NBA and basketball in general, one guy can have more impact, right? Because you only play 5 and you play both ways. So it does have something to say, but I don't think that completes the narrative. You know, there's some tremendously talented guys, Karl Malone, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Allen Iverson, a lot of greats who never won it. It's easy to count those rings, but measuring greatness has to take in the whole picture.
Hall of Famers, all of them.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Montreal.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
Outside Irving. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside for Griffin. That one, no good. And it's Montreal the other way. Jang against Griffin. Here's Dinwiddie. That doesn't go either for Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. Here's Griffin. Yep, that one goes.
This is where Blake does most of his damage. Just get him the rock inside the paint.
And here's Ilyasova outside. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
So we see Montreal get the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating